Over the last few decades, much controversy has existed over the best method of reading instruction. Proponents of the two main methods, the whole language approach or explicit phonics instruction, are still, after all this time, at loggerheads. This debate may be confusing for parents, so perhaps I can help with a bit of background explanation. When I completed my teaching degree in the 1980s, the whole language approach was very fashionable. The whole language approach presumes that children will learn to read in the same way as they learn to speak. However, this approach assumes several things. 1, they need to be interested and motivated to read. 2, they need to be surrounded by quality literature. 3, they need to have the time and opportunity to read. 4, they need to concentrate on the meaning of what they read. 5, they should work out unknown words from context clues. 6, the sounding out of unknown words should be discouraged. Some children learn to read extremely well using this approach. Usually, they are children who come from language-enriched homes. Usually, they are children who do not have specific difficulties, such as auditory processing disorder, or ADD, or ADHD, or language delay, for example. Usually, they are children who do not have any difficulty hearing individual sounds in words and can blend sounds effectively. In my early years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that this was certainly not the method that benefited all students. To this day, some 26 years down the track, I still hold this belief. With an estimated 1 in 5 primary school students struggling with the reading process and 46% of the Australian population who have some degree of difficulty with reading, I think the statistics speak for themselves. Many schools, thankfully, are trying to bridge this gap by going back to a combination of these two approaches, with a major emphasis on phonics. Phonics instruction is another method of teaching reading which has been used for centuries. It instructs students to connect sounds with letters or groups of letters. The teaching of phonics is sequential, starting from simple sounds of letters of the alphabet and then clustering those sounds together to form patterns and words. Phonics teaches students to decode unknown words. The Listen to Read program encompasses strategies from both methods, but relies heavily on phonics strategies. It is designed to help those students who are struggling with reading by going back to basics and filling in the gaps in the reading process. It can also help to move average readers up into the next bracket by giving them advanced word attack strategies. How can anyone read for meaning when they struggle to identify several words in a sentence or paragraph? In short, the answer is they can't. At least, if they can decode the word, they have a better chance of retaining the meaning of the sentence. Once decoding is improved, comprehension and fluency can become the focus. I hope this information will help you in choosing the best strategy for you to help your child.